We are less than 14 days away from the best week in gaming. Rumors, leaks, hopes, dreams. Some titles have already revealed their face at pre-show live streams, while others wait for an even bigger stage to be born. Soon, the 6-day spectacular of non-stop excitement, non-stop overload, and non-stop fun will be upon us. But first, my top 5 E3 predictions 2017. Most publishers stockpile their stuff for E3, but I feel like Capcom will really rise to the occasion at this year's show. Last summer, they surprised the heck out of a lot of us with a wonderful revitalization of their Resident Evil franchise. RE7 released earlier this year and was an excellent, eerie, and innovative take on the horror genre. I loved the game, and it was a fantastic way to ring in 2017. I feel like Capcom will do the same type of thing, but with a different one of their franchises. They've got an excellent slate of games for this year's show. Monster Hunter Double Cross was just unveiled for Switch. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity is confirmed to be playable and will definitely be a big deal. And they have a rumored big game under wraps, which I think is going to be a new Devil May Cry. That's a storied franchise. I've enjoyed it from the beginning. I even really liked the recent Ninja Theory iteration that released in 2013. But that was last gen, that game did some things different, and I'm very curious to see how a gorgeous Scorpio PS4 Pro focused Devil May Cry will look in play. It's an awesome opportunity for Capcom to surprise once again and start off 2018 with another incredible bang. There are 3 major shooters barreling their way towards E3 2017 that I feel have a lot on the line. Destiny 2 needs to prove that the wipe was worth it. Call of Duty World War II needs to show that its return to glory is actually a return to glory. And then Star Wars Battlefront 2 just needs a whole lot more content. It's my personal hope that all 3 games will be able to justify their $60 price tag for us all. But will one of these titles rise above the other? Destiny 2 definitely has the fan push, but does it do enough to differentiate itself from the original? At times it seems like a giant expansion instead of a stellar sequel, but maybe they'll reveal enough at E3 to change that tone. Call of Duty World War II is saying all of the right things, but that's a franchise that has let its fans down for a number of years, and they really need this return to a favorite era to make the game return to its favorite status amongst gamers. And then Star Wars Battlefront 2 didn't do anything wrong per se, but was really limited on its offering in its new iteration 2 years ago. Will this second attempt be a bigger, better, more complete package, or will they err once again and leave us wanting way too much more? I think that Destiny 2, with its spectacular trailers and awesome community support, will probably end up being the technical winner of the shooter showcase at E3 2017. But they do need to reveal some new elements, and they do need to show why this needed to be a sequel rather than a DLC expansion. Justify that $60 and show why fans and new players alike should be on board. Call of Duty World War II probably has the most to lose and the most to gain because they have said a lot, and now it's time to show that. I think the last couple of games haven't been really that bad, but I know in general people expect more from COD, and they're pumped about boots on the ground, but this can't be a step backwards just for a step backwards sake. They also need to take a big step forwards and elevate the gameplay along with the era. Now that leaves Star Wars Battlefront 2 in the best spot, because all they have to do is build on their original vision, add in a bold single-player campaign, up the ante in multiplayer, and introduce more of our favorite characters from the new trilogy, and they should be golden. I really liked the original new take on Battlefront, and I think if they're able to deliver a strong story in that single-player campaign, focusing on that female Imperial pilot, if they're able to bring in some new elements, maps, and modes to multiplayer, and they do justice with Kylo and Rey and Yoda and Darth Maul, I feel like their mission is the easiest and most accomplishable, and I think they will come out on top as the real winners of the shooter spectacle E3 2017. PlayStation has really kicked things into overdrive lately. Their exclusive lineup is very top tier, and frankly I think it's going to be top tier once again at this E3. Perhaps Nintendo could catch them if they drop a mega bomb like a new Metroid, and I know that Super Mario Odyssey is going to be excellent, but I still think Sony is top dog when it comes to exclusives. We know that they have God of War, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, and Spider-Man. What else could be waiting? Crash Bandicoot will be a fun summer surprise, but is there something even bigger? Sucker Punch is rumored to be at the show. Could it be a new Infamous, or maybe a new IP entirely? And what else is in the works from their many studios? Horizon Zero Dawn proved that new IP can be awesome this generation, and it can not only be great for fans, but great for companies and sales as well. So maybe Sony will try once again to generate a new franchise, which would be my personal pick. But even if they don't, we're looking at a very stellar lineup. Oh yeah, they also have Uncharted Lost Legacy, a standalone follow-up to one of the greatest story-driven games of the modern era. In this one, Chloe and Nadine take center stage and search all over India for more crazy relics. Now, of course we can't possibly get all of these titles in 2017, but I bet we get 2+ Uncharted. My money is on Detroit Become Human and Spider-Man supplementing the formerly Drake-driven franchise. I think this makes sense because 1, the new Spidey movie is releasing oh so soon, and 2, Detroit Become Human is enough of a niche product that it won't affect their third-party partnerships. That means we'll see Days Gone, an open-world shooter, be shifted to 2018, and God of War, a true tentpole release, also shifted to next year. But that's okay because this year is still chock full of superstar partnerships and stellar sequels. One game that we won't see, The Last of Us 2. I love that series. I can't wait for Joel and Ellie's next adventure, but I think that thing is a long ways off, and the only reason they showed it at PSX was to be nice. That's okay though, because we're still gonna get a stellar slate of titles from Sony, and unless Nintendo pulls out all the stops, I predict PlayStation will win the exclusive battle at E3 2017. Ooh, this is a tough one, because on paper, the specs signal a spectacular showcase of Scorpio, a one-of-a-kind, world-beating console. But Microsoft has been awful quiet lately, and that has people nervous. I'm gonna guess that the break in the action only means a bigger and better show at E3. Phil Spencer is one that doesn't like to disappoint, and I predict they come out guns blazing. The lineup of Crackdown 3, Sea of Thieves, and State of Decay 2 is cool, but they definitely need more, and the best way to win over potential buyers is with a brand new IP that looks absolutely incredible, plays absolutely awesome, and is insanely epic enough to convince buyers to drop the big bucks on the new box this fall. Perhaps they can even court a major title like Red Dead Redemption 2 to come out and show itself off in gorgeous 4K, but even if they don't, I think that their lineup will shock and not sting, and Microsoft will be back in the equation when it comes to what console to purchase for this holiday season. They need games, and it's their time to deliver. I think they will. It's always fun to predict a game of the show, and this year I think it's gonna be Assassin's Creed Baby. Back on track after a year away, reworked, and taken things straight to the top. AC is one of the biggest and most important franchises for Ubisoft, but it has fallen quite a ways since the days of Assassin's Creed 2. What better way to bring this thing back to life than an Egyptian offering, a PS4 Pro Scorpio-focused offering, a merging of the modern era and the magnificent past offering, one with a cool character that does not make us cringe, one that incorporates all the best elements of the past decade of Assassin's Creed games, ones that builds off of Ubisoft's recent titles like Watch Dogs 2, where they have really brought together the open world in big, bold, better ways. I think all the rumors suggest that AC Origins, AC Egypt, AC 2017 is going to be the biggest, most diverse, but also most focused and most story-driven, awesome Assassin's Creed yet. It seems like they have learned their lessons. I hope that they have followed all the coding protocols. We do not want any more face errors. We just want a fantastic game that can assassinate the rest of them at E3 2017. And I think it's gonna be AC. This year, it just feels like, with the early reveal of Far Cry 5, with the first half releases of For Honor and Ghost Recon Wildlands, with South Park The Fractured Butthole coming out soon, Assassin's Creed is being saved for last. And usually, they save the best for last. I hope that is the case, and I predict AC wins Game of the Show E3 2017. Those are my top 5 predictions, but what are yours? Let me know what you think of mine and give me some of your own in the comments down below. I'd love to read through them, and maybe we'll even make a video picking out the top ones and discussing those at a later date. But for now, Those are my top 5. Capcom comes in hot. Big shooters, big moments. PS4 exclusives crush. Scorpio shocks, not stings. And AC Baby stealing the show. What do you think? Let me know. Hope you guys are pumped for E3. I'll have a lot more coverage leading up to and, of course, at the show. I've got appointments booked Saturday through Thursday. It is a crazy schedule. There are a ton of awesome games. I cannot wait to share it with you, and it's going to be a blast. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys are excited. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Until next time, everybody, drink so much chocolate, and thanks again. We will see you all later.